Wednesday edition of The Box Seat. I'm Mark Warwood. There's 8 races at Belmont Park to preview on Wednesday. Let's have a look at the expected conditions. We're seeing a sunny day, perhaps 22 degrees Celsius. A good 4 track is expected, and the rail is in the 14 metres position from the 400 to the winning post and 16 metres the remainder. Race number 1 at Belmont Park will jump at 1:14. It's Get the Tab Touch Maiden over 1,000 metres. The replay horse is number 1, Denim Pack, winning a trial at Larkhill on the 28th of August.
The lane in front and just booting on the bend and getting away by a couple of lengths as Denim Pack got clear. Bloomy Sun didn't have an answer. Down the outside is Blazing Asset, and running on is Zagorio from the back of the field. Bloomy Sun just wanted to lay in a touch and just interfered with Talking Dancer, who's trying to get going. As they head to the line though, Denim Pack's off and gone's going to bolt in. Denim Pack wins comfortably at the line. Zagorio for second. Third.
Denim Pack returns from his 150-day spell, having led all the way to win that barrier trial that you saw in the replay 16 days ago. He shapes as the likely leader here based on his trial performance, having drawn the inside gate for his seasonal reappearance. He goes on top. Other horses to consider here: number 2, Dynamite Jack wears the famous colours of Black Heart Barked. He's back without a benefit of a barrier trial 141 days after finishing 5th of 12 over 1,200 metres at Pinjarra Park. Jumping from the outside gate doesn't do him any favours here, however. Number 8, Frosty Bay, may be a wet tracker because her best speed ratings have been posted on rain-affected surfaces, but this is not the deepest of races. She maps well from her inside gate and she only carries 52 kilos. Number 10, Route 88, had two short Belmont Park barrier trials prior to her debut, in which she finished 3rd of 10 over 1,100 metres at Northam. She's highly likely to improve second up and feature in the finish under Lucy Warwick. My on top selection in race number 1 is number 1, Denim Pack, from number 8, Frosty Bay, number 10, Route 88, and number 2, Dynamite Jack. Race number 2 at Belmont Park jumps at 1:49. It's the Hahn Super Dry Handicap over 1,650 metres. It's exclusively for 3-year-olds. The replay horse is the top one, number 1, Miracle Man, winning at Belmont on the 30th of August.
Miracle Man outside of on the rails, Abdicator, who got balked for a run, so Ortier has to go back to the inside to get clear running. Pike in the meantime had taken Miracle Man to a slender lead. He's a Parker, fights back. Abdicator's trying to sprint down on the inside. On the outside, Miracle Man though with his head in front. Pike draws the whip. He gets about a head clear, battling back on the inside. He's a Parker, but Miracle Man
made it 2 wins from 3 starts when prevailing over 1,650 metres at Belmont Park 2 weeks ago. You saw that in the replay. The first half of that race was run at a pedestrian tempo. This event mapped similarly, and he did sprint better than his rivals there, so he goes on top. Number 2, He's a Parker, went down narrowly in the preview race. He meets Miracle Man 2.5 kilos worse at the weights in their rematch because Clint Johnson Porter switches from one to the other. Other horses worth considering in what is a pretty shallow race: number 5, Rock or Bust, stunned punters at Ascot in February, but that race took place over 1,200 metres on a wet track. She was okay in the replay race, but nothing more than that. And number 6, Blue Horse, gets a 4 kilogram weight swing on Pierre Nova. I'm just not sure if Pierre Nova is the horse you've got to worry about in this race. On top in number 2 goes number 1, Miracle Man. From number 2, He's a Parker, number 5, Rock or Bust, and number 6, Blue Horse. Race number 3 at Belmont Park will jump at 2:24. It's the Amelia Park Beef Maiden over 1,650 metres. The replay horse we're going to look at is number 12, Miss Hungary, finishing 6th of 9 at Belmont in a trial on the 21st of August.
Going through it on the inside and following it through not too far away from it, Botham is trying to make ground into about 5th place, and Secret Devotion was well back last for Brad Parnham, but in the straight, and Load of Dreams is clear. On the outside is Sundari giving chase. Load of Dreams in front, Sundari the outside trying to cut it down, and then Think Velvet Moon. Universal Truth is late. On the inside, Load of Dreams just in front of Sundari, and Sundari dives at Load of Dreams. Load of Dreams.
Miss Hungary debuts as a 5-year-old mare following 3 barrier trials. 1 at Larkhill in June and 2 at Belmont Park in August. They were all over inadequate trips, so I'm not too concerned she finished down the field. She may lead in blinkers here for the first time, and her half-brother here to there was pretty handy in the Eastern States, winning at benchmark 90 level. Other horses worth considering: number 1, Our Maori Boy, benefited from the services of Jared Noski last time out, the senior jockey taking over from the apprentice Kate Whitten and finishing 3rd of 14 over this trip at the same venue. Expect him to produce a similar run under Jared again. Number 2, Costa Ust. It translates as West Coast, which is where he's plying his trade. He was second in that race at Belmont Park a week ago when he defeated Our Maori Boy by the most slender of margins at the same weight terms. And number 4, Break the Chain, at a 1450 Larkhill barrier trial since finishing 11th of 13 over 1200 metres at Belmont Park 39 days ago. A son of Blackfriars, which ran over 1800 metres during his first preparation, he's likely to appreciate stepping up in trip. My on-top selection here in the maiden is number 12, Miss Hungary on debut, from number 1, Our Maori Boy, number 2, Costa Oost, and number 4, Break the Chain. Race number 4 at Belmont Park will jump at 2:59. It's the Peacock Brothers handicap over 1200 metres. The replay horse is number 4, Barley King Prawn, winning at Belmont on the 30th of August.
Led Marley Moo. Tomahawk getting right up along the rail. Down the outside, Victorious Lad, although he's been parked deep all the way in a gap. Red Noir followed then by Miss Lawrence. Barley King Prawn at the 200. Tomahawk on the rail and a Marley Moo. Victorious Lad, Red Noir threading its way through in behind them. Barley King Prawn, Tomahawk, Red Noir changed direction. Barley King Prawn still in front. Barley King Prawn all the way.
Barley King Prawn led all the way to win over 1200 metres at Belmont Park 2 weeks ago, as you saw in the replay. Leading from start to finish seems to be his thing though, so while he rates quite well on the clock, the speed map in this race is somewhat of a concern for him. Other horses to consider: number 2, Marley Moo, is weighted to get closer to Barley King Prawn when they faced off 2 weeks ago. She's registered best speed ratings over 1400 metres however, so the trip may not be her ideal one. Number 9, Laufey, strikes a dry track for the first time in his short career after 3 races on soft surfaces of varying degrees. Jumping from the outside gate is a negative, but dropping back to 1200 metres is a positive based on her numbers. My on top selection however will be number 7, Keeper's Tale, produced the first real stinker of her 7-start career when 9th of 11 over 1000 metres at Belmont Park 4 weeks ago. Previously she had beaten Barley King Prawn over 1200 metres. She gets a slight gear change here and a dry track. On top in race number 4, I am going to go with number 7, Keeper's Tale, from number 4, Barley King Prawn, number 2, Marley Moo, and number 9, Laufey.